everyone, so I'm at the construction site for the new Port of Long Beach's headquarters, and although it looks like I'm standing in the middle of a bunch of waste material, a lot of the stuff is actually going to be recycled and reused. And joining us to tell us a little bit more about it is Gary Cardamone. He's a Director of Construction Management. So Gary, tell us about the construction site here. What's going on?
We're at 669 Harbor Plaza, and this is the site of the new Port of Long Beach headquarters building that we hope to have completed by 2013. The existing building is right behind me, and we'll be moving out of that building into this new site.
Gary, I understand that this debris is not going to be thrown out. What's going to happen with it?
Well, the City of Long Beach a couple of years ago passed an ordinance that requires 60% of the construction and demolition waste on a construction project to be recycled.
How much of this, or percentage, will be recycled?
On this particular project, we're going to exceed the city's minimum requirements. We are going to recycle or reuse 95% of the waste that comes off of this project.
And this new building that's going up will be LEED certified. What does that mean exactly?
One of our goals for the new building is to achieve a LEED Platinum building. And LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. It's a designation by the Green Building Council. One of the highest designations you can get to demonstrate that you've been sustainable and that you're very conscious of the environmental considerations that go into design and construction of a building.
So Gary, I see lots of different piles of debris, and I'm pretty impressed that most of it can be recycled. Can you give us a tour and tell us a little bit more about it?
Iris, what you're looking at here is the remains of the large warehouse building that was on the site. We still have some of the structural steel framing in place. This framing will be removed and taken over to S&A Recycling right here in the Port of Long Beach, where they will cut it into smaller pieces, put it on a ship, and transport it to places in Asia where this steel will be recycled and reused and made into products, most likely which will come back to the Port of Long Beach. This is reinforcing steel that is separated from the concrete that's removed from the building slabs. All the building slabs are reinforced concrete slabs, and we have to pull the steel out before the concrete can be put through the crusher jaws. And this is steel fabric that can be salvaged and sent to S&A Recycling facility, and they will reuse this and make it into steel products after it's shipped overseas. That's an important element of our Green Port policy, is to reuse materials that are removed from our construction projects and make them into products that we can reuse right here on the port. We do a lot of recycling of this kind of asphalt product that we remove during construction in the port. The asphalt was used here on the project site. It could be used as parking lots or roadways or large areas where you park containers. This asphalt is a major product that we use in the Port of Long Beach for our paving sections. So let's go look at another pile of recycled material. This pile covered with plastic is soil that was removed from the job site. We have very stringent requirements for the reuse of soil here in the Port of Long Beach. So what we do is we stockpile all the soil that's removed. We test it to make sure that there's no hazardous contaminants in it before we decide whether it can be reused on the site.
I see it takes a lot of work to recycle. Why go through the trouble of recycling?
Well, recycling has a lot of benefits. Not only is it consistent with our Green Port policy, it reduces the amount of trucks and the emissions associated with the trucks to haul all this material away from the port. It keeps the materials out of the landfills.
So the new home for the Port of Long Beach will be 250,000 square feet, 11 stories high, and will have 2 stories of underground parking. Now this construction project is not only green, but it's also beautiful, and it'll definitely light up the skyline here in downtown Long Beach.